fair dinkum.
What? Dinkum?
Fair dinkum.
You don't say that. If we do this, like Australia, we are bonded for life. Because I just shot a beer out of somebody else's Croc.
Oh.
Divorce anthem of 2026. I'm like, oh no. But I love those songs. Like I love sad country songs.
Corey Kent is back down under for the second time, and this time supporting Jason Aldean. We were at the concert last night and the Aussies are loving him. He has over 1 billion career streams and a new single release, Empty Words, after it had 20 million views on the teaser video. Ladies, please welcome Corey Kent.
Welcome,
Thank
Corey,
you,
to
thank
Ladies Love
you.
Country.
Right on. Thank you.
How's-
I didn't realize I was learning something as you were talking. I didn't know any of those numbers. That's cool.
There you
That's
go.
great.
There we go.
Awesome.
So welcome to Australia.
Thank you.
How's it been so far?
It's been great.
Yeah?
It's been really great. I'm wishing some of the rain away. That's the only downside is we hit Sydney when it was just raining for 2 straight days. So hopefully by tonight clears up. I can go out and experience the city a little more. And it's been great. Everybody's been so hospitable and yeah, you guys got the southern hospitality thing down. I don't know if you realize it, but you'd fit right in Texas.
Yeah, we've been told multiple times that Texans and Australians are very similar.
Yeah, I feel like
Yeah.
yeah, I could see that. And you guys are also like really proud of where you're from. You'd fit right in. Texans are
Definitely.
probably the most prideful, in the US, so that works.
Yeah, and now this is your second time to Australia. You came back in for CMC in
2023?
Yeah.
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 That was first ever time setting foot in Australia. We played, obviously it's in Brisbane, and we just loved it. I mean, I feel like that was a nice little introduction to Australia,
Yeah.
but it's been really cool to also get outside of Brisbane and see some other places. And, every town, what I appreciate is every town has its own like unique vibe. Like no two places have felt the same. And
Well,
And because you're heading to the Hunter Valley on the weekend as well,
Yes,
which will
which
be a
I've-
whole nother.
I've heard is amazing.
Yes, you.
Somebody said, because I said, somebody said, hey, what's your favorite place you've ever been?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, I went to the Amalfi Coast in Italy. My wife's, they're Italian immigrants, and like, if there's one place that I'd be like, everybody's got to go see it. Like, you got to go to Southern Italy. It's really special. And they were like, oh, wait till you go to Hunter Valley. It's like Italy. And I was like, what? I don't know.
That's been hyped up a little too much.
Well, I don't know. I guess
Maybe-
it's like wine country, right?
Yeah,
It is
maybe
wine
lower
country.
the standards
Okay.
just a little
Maybe
bit.
that's why they were saying like Italy, because of the wine.
Yeah, like it's
Okay.
beautiful
Oh.
wineries and all
Okay.
that.
it's beautiful, don't get me wrong, but
It's no Amalfi Coast.
no Amalfi Coast.
Don't
Okay,
expect
good
going
to
to
know.
the Amalfi
there are
Coast.
some beautiful places in Australia, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
So how's your Aussie lingo coming along since you've been here?
I'm picking up a few things.
Uh-huh.
Aircon,
Uh-huh.
budgie smugglers. I'm trying to remember. I know what Vegemite is now.
Oh, did
we-
you try some?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Oh!
I think it's terrible.
Who made it for you?
It was actually at CMC the first time. I tried it.
Okay.
I think they put it on like some
Toast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Some toast. We told our there's a guy that works on our crew. He does like the soundboard stuff on the side of the stage, right? And we told him, hey, this is like Australian Nutella. He's like,
Oh,
load me up.
No, they stitched you up.
Literally opens the bottle, opens his mouth, just pours a bunch in.
That's mean.
It was great. It was great entertainment, but I felt bad for the guy. 'Cause,
Oh, no.
so you guys, it's really sparing. Like
yeah,
you use it very
lots of
sparingly.
butter.
How
and
many
just-
times do you guys have to talk about Vegemite on your show?
It's just with the internationals.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, have you tried Tim Tams?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, I thought that
Okay.
like I can get down with that. I
What
don't
about-
really understand the Vegemite thing.
What about caramel and koalas? Have you ever had one of
I don't
those?
think I have
Oh,
one.
should I go? We
Yeah,
actually have one here.
we have one. It's
looks
got like
good.
liquidy kind of caramel in the
So it's
middle.
like
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
I can
it's
get down
good.
with that.
Yeah, it's good, right?
It's really good.
Yeah, little koala bear. All right, we're gonna do some Aussie slang with you, Corey. So we've got a few different Aussie slang words, and we're gonna ask you if you know what they are.
Perfect.
Okay, so the first
I'm gonna be
one.
terrible at this.
Well, you can have a guess. Okay, fair dinkum.
What? Dinkum?
Fair dinkum.
Fair dinkum.
It means like all good or like Jock, is that the right word to say it?
So if like you ask
Yeah.
somebody how they are, they're gonna go fair dinkum.
Yeah, like
Like-
something's like true. You're like, oh yeah, fair dinkum.
Yeah,
Like,
it makes sense.
You don't say that.
It's an Aussie saying.
That's-
It is. Okay, what about esky?
Esky?
Yeah.
Like how you spell it?
ESKY.
Sounds bad.
It's
Sounds negative.
it's a cooler.
cooler.
Like where you put your beers in.
Okay. I can get like Eskimo.
I think it comes from Eskimo.
Okay. I can
Yeah.
get that.
What about a stubby cooler?
Yeah, I was gonna say stubby holder. Yeah.
So like a small cooler is an Esky?
No, like the big ones as well.
Okay.
It's all just an esky.
Is that like a brand? Like
No.
Yeti?
No,
Or what about if you were going to go and get a stubby?
What?
he's gone rogue.
No, this one's very.
I'm gonna use a sandwich.
No, it's like a
So a stubby
a koozie.
holder is like a koozie.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you're going to go and get a stubby, you're
I
going
do
to get a
have
beer.
like there's
Please.
no bottoms on your else koozies.
there is.
Yeah, there is.
No, the ones
Some have bottoms, some don't, I think.
yeah.
You don't want a bottom because you put it over your wrist when you're not using it.
What?
Smart. That's
Do you?
Yeah,
I'm telling you, you guys are more efficient. Like that's so smart. You know how many people have to carry around a koozie at a festival? Where are you, by the way?
It's Big Brother.
Where are you?
Just a voice inside your head.
What voice?
Anyway, I think that's brilliant. Having a koozie with no bottom so that you can, wear it when you don't have to hold it or
Yeah.
pocket it.
Now another one. I don't know if you've done one in Australia. Have you done a shoey? Oh, don't give us that.
Do you want to know? You guys,
All right.
We're ready.
yes, I've done a shoey in Australia. First time I was ever here, Brisbane.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a video of it somewhere.
What
We'll
happened?
insert it here.
Okay, to preface this, I didn't know shoeys were a thing until I got here.
Oh.
And I was playing, and it was a great lineup. It was me and Ernest and Hardy and Wallen, and it's like a killer lineup. And so we're early in the day, and I start seeing like people get up on people's shoulders.
Yeah.
Like I can get down with these people. And then I start seeing people take their boots off and pour beers in their shoes and then shoot these beers. And I'm like, I like where your head's at. Like I literally was like, I like this. And then that's all it took.
Wait,
That's
did they?
all it took. They were like, shoey,
Shoey,
the whole crowd.
shoey,
And I'm like,
shoey.
oh, no. I'm saying I like where your head's at. I'm not doing that. Wait. And then it got to a point where I was like, well, I'm gonna disappoint these people.
No.
And I can't. It's my first time in Australia. I can't disappoint these people. I got to give the people what they want. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm going to do shit. I'm not kidding you. Probably one of the largest men in the crowd and the sweatiest men in the
You
crowd
did it out of his boot.
throws his boot on stage, lands, just right at the edge of the stage, like teeters on the edge of the stage. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. Like, it's probably the worst boot you could ever do a shoey out of. So, I'm like, well, I can't disappoint these people. So I grab this boot,
Oh no.
and I'm about to pour a beer into this boot and do it. And then I look out in the crowd, and there's this sweet girl who saved me. She throws her Croc on stage. And it lands on the stage, and I'm like, all right, well, now I'm going to let the people choose. I'm going to let the Australians decide my fate. And so I hold up the Croc, and I hold up the boot, and I'm like, this one or this one or this one. And then they go crazy for the Croc.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's doing them out of a boot. I've
yeah.
never seen somebody...
With all the holes,
Yeah,
like.
yes.
Yeah.
So I end up
With beer in
pouring
your
a
face.
beer down the base of a Croc through the toe hole. And then, I'm like, if we do this, like Australia, we are bonded for life. Because I just shot a beer out of somebody else's Croc.
Oh.
So I do this, and then they were like, the stagehands were like, dude, that was crazy, mate. We've never seen anybody do that. And then I was thinking they were talking about the Croc. Turns out they were like, man, we got brand new boots on the side
And
of the
they
stage that are
They put
clean.
a cup in it as well.
And
they
They're like, we've never
already
seen
go.
anybody crazy enough to shoot it out of somebody in the crowd's boot or shoe. And I'm like, oh my God. So yes, I've done a shoey, and now I know. Bring your own boot.
BYOB.
No, you just gain respect. All the Aussies will have lots of respect for you now.
Mad
Yeah.
respect from the Aussies.
I think my immune system is like
Oh yeah.
peak. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
it just like nothing can get me now. So
Yeah. So that would have been post COVID. So that would have been nice to do beforehand.
it
and
would have
you
been
just
nice.
been like coasting through that
yeah,
period.
but now since then I'm good. You know?
Haven't had a sniffle.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so good.
Now, we were at your concert last night. We
Mm-hmm.
want to talk about all your band wearing the overalls.
Yeah. Relatively new thing. They used to be in jumpsuits, but it kind of wore the jumpsuits out, literally. Like we just, I've never told them what to wear. They just decided they wanted to do jumpsuits at one point, and then my friend Tom owns this company out in California called Iron and Resin, and they make these really cool overalls, and I have a few pairs of them, and I wear them at the ranch, and you know, I've worn them just around, and one of our bandmates was like, those are awesome, can I get a pair? I was like, yeah, I know, like I'll have Tom hook it up. And then they were like, what if we wore these instead of the jumpsuits, because the jumpsuits get kind of hot.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, I mean they get kind of hot at the festival. So this is really our first tour ever wearing the overalls.
We
but
love it.
Yeah, was it a vibe?
Yeah,
Big
I think you
vibe,
need to
right?
wear them too, though.
Oh, I need to wear overalls
Yeah.
too. Okay, I mean, I already have a pair, so it's not
You
hard
just
to do.
looked like you were missing out, you
yeah,
know?
yeah, for sure.
Definitely bring it into the set. It would be, yeah, all time.
Overalls.
I actually looked last night. I was like, can we get you an Aussie pair of overalls? I was looking because you have like, you know, the American flag overalls. I was trying to find an Australian one for you, but we don't have them.
You don't make Australian flag overalls.
No, maybe it's something we need to.
Yeah, we'll have to look into that for
Next time you're
You
in
have
Australia.
the platform to push them too.
Yeah.
Just wear them. You got it. You got it.
We do our best.
I do have a question for y'all.
Okay.
Okay,
Tables are
ready?
turning.
Take the reins.
I need to know, like, I'm looking for, like, cool, inherently Australian things to bring back for my kids. So, if you have any recommendations of stuff that, like, yeah, I can bring back, like, a stuffed koala or something, but is there something that you guys would go, like, this would actually be a really cool gift that maybe, like, the American ain't gonna normally figure out or bring home?
Oh.
Putting us on the spot.
Like, I think the first thing I would bring over would be like Vegemite to get them to try it. But you gotta put it on properly. But if you,
What do you, okay, properly, what's that?
okay, so like you get like a nice piece of sourdough toast.
Yeah.
And then you do like a lot of butter, but like a nice butter.
Okay.
And then you like literally like scrape the tiniest amount of Vegemite across the piece of toast. And you have it hot, obviously. Like freshly
Like
toasted.
The toast is hot.
But I feel like
Yeah.
the whole thing. Yeah.
Okay.
We had our Texans tried it and they liked it.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Like
Like when
chocolates
you-
would be good for the kids. Like what you just had.
Chocolates. Yeah, that's
caramel
good idea.
koala?
That's a good idea.
That's and
Bring 'em
then
a
I
little.
don't think the budgie smugglers, were a
Smugglers.
good one. Yeah, but you said you already brought them back, didn't you?
No. I just said the word. They love the word. They
Oh,
think it's
you should
hilarious.
get them budgie smugglers.
Yeah.
There's a shop at Bondi. Get budgie smugglers or an akubra or
What's an akubra?
It's like our version of
Of
a
a
country
Stetson.
hat.
like
Oh,
cowboy hat.
okay.
Yeah.
But I feel like there's probably a lot of knockoff. Like, is that an akubra?
No, this is a different one. This is an Outback King, actually. It's another Aussie brand.
Okay.
But it's not as big. Akubra is like the biggest
Okay.
brand.
it's like
for
the
Australian
iconic
hats.
one that the soldiers used to wear in the war. And like
Oh,
most
the other
farmers.
funny thing is we have like for like when you're in the desert, we have hats that have cork. What are they called?
To swat the
Cork
flies.
Things from wine bottles dropping down from the hat, so that when you move your head, it bats all the flies in the outback. Like it's actually a real thing.
No, you should bring back a Bunnings hat.
Oh, that's
Okay,
good. Yeah,
okay, it's another hat. Yeah, so Bunnings is like
our
Our-
Home Depot.
Home Depot, yeah.
Depot.
And they're like very famous, and every Saturday they have this thing called a sausage sizzle. Have you ever heard of one of those before?
No.
What do you think it is?
I'm hoping it's grilling. I'm hoping you're grilling
You
sausages.
are on the money there.
Awesome, okay.
Okay, so they basically just have a barbecue,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
they just have like just plain sausages, and it's usually for a charity of some kind. And then they just put a white piece of bread with like tomato sauce, ketchup. And then they raise money. And then they also have like branded stuff. Like they have these branded like straw hats and they have Bunnings on them. And like that is like very Aussie.
Wait, what are Bunnings?
Bunnings is the store,
Yeah.
like Home Depot.
Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So it's they're everywhere around
Got
here.
it.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually
maybe
a
a
great idea. You should
Yeah.
go to Bunnings and just that's
If you can fit that in
authentic
tomorrow
Australian.
morning,
Okay.
try and hit a sausage sizzle at Bunnings.
on your way back from Hunter Valley.
Yeah.
I'm also looking for a tattoo artist while I'm in town.
Oh.
Taking recommendations. I don't know. if
I
you
would go
guys
to
know.
Bondi.
Yeah.
There's like there was even a TV show and they filmed, I think it's called Bondi Inc. And
Yeah, it is called Bondi.
there was a TV show based in Bondi for that tattoo
How
parlor.
far is that from here?
Oh, like 20 minutes?
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you going to get?
I don't know.
Something Aussie or?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, well, something that reminds me of being here. Yeah.
fantastic. Drop bear.
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, but something that reminds me
Yeah.
of this trip. You know, that's like pretty much the only thing that I collect is like I don't really collect guitars or cars or whatever. I just I use things for what they're meant to be used for, and then when they break, I fix it or buy another one. You know, and but tattoos have been my thing. Like I don't get a crazy amount all the time. Like I could definitely, with our friends, we have most of my tattoos came from being in a green room at a venue and having a tattoo artist come out. But so I could have a whole body full of them. But I just decided like to slow down the pace and pick and choose. Like when I go on a memorable trip or I'm in a cool city and there's a great artist there, then I'd get something that reminds me of that moment in time. So I just have like a bunch of Post-it stamps on me or like postcard kind of
That's so
things,
cool.
you know.
What's your coolest or most favorite tattoo that you have?
Favorite. So I have one for each of my kids. I have one for my wife. That they're all symbolic though, so like nothing really. It's not like words or names or anything. But recently, I got one like around my elbow that I think is really cool. I don't know. Let's see if I can show you. Which was amazing because I was like trying to be smart when I got this. I was like, I've heard the elbow hurts
Yeah.
pretty good. So I was like, I'm gonna do one around the elbow to avoid how painful this may or may not be.
Yeah.
And while I'm doing it, I'm like, why is it feeling like you're tattooing my ribs right now? He's like, man, I thought you were just being tough. Like you picked the most sensitive part of your elbow and just tattooed that part. And I was like, I had no idea. So I have this, it's like olive branches. And I think
Oh, that's cool.
like the placement ended up being really cool.
Nice.
And yeah, like I said, my wife's family, they're all Italian immigrants. So I married into a family that has like all this culture. And then I realized I don't really have, all we do is kill things and deep fry them, you know, like that's the extent of my culture growing up. And now, you know, finding like my own way, my own culture with country music and rock and roll and tattoos and motorcycles and just all the things that I love. But yeah, just that reminded me of just, you know, heritage and tradition and kind of to make your own, you know.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Has music always been part of your family?
Sort of. My mom is still to this day a great singer, and had made a couple trips to Nashville, and I think she had aspirations of that, but it just never really came to be. And for me, nobody pushed me towards music at all. It was just like a really natural desire as I was a kid. I was about 8 years old, which is crazy because my oldest baby girl just turned 8 this week. And so I'm like, man, that's crazy. I was like, she's tiny to me, you know? And, but at 8 years old, I had took interest in a guitar and my mom and dad helped me buy my first guitar. And it was the one thing that, like, I loved playing football, which is, I know, different than football here, but American football. I loved playing football. I loved playing baseball. I loved wrestling or whatever, but I hated practice. I hated all the practices. Like, do I have to go to practice? That's the last. Let me play the game. You know what I mean? I don't want to go to practice. And music, guitar specifically, was the first thing that I loved practice. Like I loved the whole craft of like learning how to become good, you know, how to get great at something. So I think just early on, it just was obvious. Like I was the kid that would spend hours in my room just playing and trying to figure out how to play the song that I was listening to for hours on repeat. So
What was the
Excuse
first
me.
song, do you remember, that you learned how to play on the guitar?
yeah, uh, Paradise City, Guns N' Roses,
Okay.
which was like I remember all I wanted to do was learn how to play songs. Like that was I didn't care about music theory. To this day I can't read music. I don't know really. I'm pretty dumb when it comes to music, but I know what I love and I know what sounds good and I know how to write something that people can relate to. So early on, like I had just picked up a guitar. I didn't want to learn any music theory. I just wanted my teachers to show me how to play this song. And I went through a bunch of guitar teachers because they were like, I'm not, you got to learn the basics before, you got to learn to walk before you can run. And I was like, I want to run. I don't want to learn how to
No
walk.
practice.
Let me run. And I finally found this guitar teacher that was just like, okay, you don't learn like everybody else. Let's teach you how you want to learn. And so he just taught me Paradise City. And I remember my mom, like, she didn't know what I was working on, just knew that I was playing and I could kind of play now. And so we were over, I think, at my grandparents' house, and they were like, show us what you can do, and I'm like, this is Paradise City, and I start playing Take Me Down to the Paradise City where the grass is green and the girls. I'm like 8 years old singing this stuff. And my mom's just so embarrassed. She's like, oh my God, what have I been helping my son do? But yeah, it was the first song, Paradise City. And yeah, I still love like rock and roll, I love rock and roll and love country music and have been chasing that down ever since.
Yeah. Well, your latest release, Empty Words,
Yeah.
came out last Friday. We're big fans.
Come on, thank you.
Yeah, I've been listening to it on repeat. But that one seems to be like very relatable with the fans.
Yeah, it's so funny because I'm, like happily married with 4 kids, writing about like probably the worst situation you could be in, relationally. And yeah, it's funny. I've been like seeing the comments. It's like divorce anthem of 2026, and I'm like, oh no. But I love those songs. Like I love sad country songs. I love like any line that can just make you feel something, which a lot of times are the just dagger to the heart lines,
Yeah.
That's my favorite kind of country song. And so with Empty Words, like I just feel like it makes people feel something. And I think that's why you're seeing such a big response to it, which is it's been our biggest first week release that we've ever had, which is really exciting. And it's one of my favorite songs. Just how it sounds to me is so cool. Like I just wanted, I've always wanted to make that type of music, and you just search and you experiment, and then you finally hit this sound that's like, this doesn't sound like anything else. This sounds like our own thing,
Yeah.
And, so it's just really cool to have a song that I care about so much, that I love, and I love how it sounds, and then for people to respond to it like that is like best of both worlds.
Do you start with the lyrics first for that kind of music?
On this one, yes, and we had a little bit of how it sounds mapped out. Like we had this little loop. My producer and co-writer Austin Goodlow, we were writing out at my ranch in Texas, out at our family ranch, and I was just like, I want to take a different approach to writing, and so I had him basically build a couple of like sounds to write to, and we don't usually do that. We usually start with a word or a phrase, and then we build the sound around it. This time we started with some sound and cycled through a few options, and then landed on this particular sound. What you hear is the first 15 seconds of the song is what we started with, just on repeat. And it's like, oh, this kind of has this vibe, and somebody starts throwing out an idea, and it actually came as a result of we had like 7 or 8 writers all in Texas. We were all writing songs at the same time in different rooms, and then a few people had to leave a little early, and so they caught a flight out, and there were 5 of us left. And we were like, well, we should all just write a song together. And so we start playing this sound, and the title Empty Words gets thrown out, and it was like everybody knew what the song was going to be about. It was just really cool, because a lot of times you got to sit there and almost like try to communicate your idea and why that's the best route to go with this idea. And this was like, nobody's convincing anybody of anything. We know exactly what this song's supposed to be, and it actually wrote itself pretty quickly. So
Was there someone in the group that you were trying to convince to get a divorce? Like, is that what?
no, what's funny is like everybody's in healthy, committed relationships. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
sure.
Honestly, which is funny, but you know, like if you've lived any amount of life, like you've had disappointment and heartbreak, and you've probably made some mistakes that you wish you had back, and so it's more so like pulling from the themes of those feelings that you felt. Like you don't necessarily have to be walking through that exact scenario right now to be able to, like, for me, like I don't have to lose like the best thing that ever happened to me to know how bad it would suck to lose the best thing that ever happened to me. You know, I think that's just like, you know, thank God that you know, you don't have to learn the hard way every time. I learned most of my lessons in life the hard way, but that's one that I haven't.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's also really cool. I think country music is unique. It's a storytelling brand, you know. It's and some of my favorite songs are, you know, Garth Brooks or George Strait narrating stories. It's like when you hear the thunder rolls, like, you know, Garth Brooks didn't get shot by his wife, but damn if he's not convincing when he sings it. You know what I mean? Like, he's a great storyteller. You're you're hanging on every word, like Wait in the Truck, Hardy and Laney. Like,
Oh, that one.
I know that song is not a true story because
Yeah.
Hardy's still playing shows and not in prison, right? So, like, I know that, but I don't care. Like, if you tell me the
know.
story good enough, I'm in,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of the idea behind some of these songs. A lot of them are real life experience and firsthand experience. Some of them are like themes that you've picked up from living real life, and then you just get to write a really great story and be the narrator. So
Yeah.
that's kind of part of this one.
I did actually notice that you wrote with quite a few people for that Empty Words song. Do you
Yeah.
usually write with a large group, or is it? No.
No, not that big. That was what I was saying, is we had multiple groups, and then most of the group, or some of the group, left, and we were just hanging out. We were all just like kind of taking a break from writing, you know, and just like probably getting something to drink and chilling, and then we were like, we should write one. Like, we're having a good time hanging out, and I've written a lot of songs with all these people. And if you look up the credits on some of my records, like, these names are all over those records, in whatever different, you know, combination, but they're pretty consistent co-writers. And so it's also really cool because, like, we're having another moment with a song that me and a bunch of friends wrote. You know, it's not like me and the top hit makers of the country music industry, which is still great, but it's even more fun to, like, win with your friends. And so that's what's made a lot of these songs recently so special, is like, I love how they sound. I love what they say. I get to sing them from stage every night, but on top of that, I'm also singing the songs that me and my friends wrote. It's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
Yeah.
And this is part of a bigger project that you're planning to release this year?
I'm not supposed to give away too much information.
Just
But-
blink.
Yeah, I mean, if you listen, it's 2026, and we gotta release music faster than ever.
Yeah.
And, you know, you used to be able to put out a record and wait a few years and put out another record.
Yeah.
And, that's just not the case anymore.
Yeah.
So it's no secret that pretty much everybody's working on a new record all the time. So yes, I am working on a new record, and these songs are really the first things that I wanted anybody to hear. And I couldn't have teed it up anymore, like, perfectly. I wanted them to hear Rocky Mountain Low first. I think it sets the tone for, like, a new chapter of my career. And then Empty Words was the song that I never expected people to care about the way that they do, which is, like I said, that is the coolest feeling in the world, when your favorite song, as the guy that's, like, creating the art, is also the people who are consuming the art. It's their favorite song. Like, that's rare air. Like, that's really a special thing, because you ask any ask any artist what their favorite song is. It's usually not their top song.
I was going to say this morning you said in your albums, a lot of the time your favorite isn't everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Do you have one in particular that comes to mind that didn't do like as well?
Most of them. like, you know, honestly, it's crazy. I remember we put out Wild as Her, and then I don't remember the exact order release after that, but I remember having this song called How You Know You Made It that like was probably the most proud that I've ever been of a song. It just really was like, if you want to know how I see the world, listen to that song. Like, you can, in 3 minutes, you can understand pretty much who I am. And it's got a lot of the things that I thought would make it like a big song. And I was like, if you're going to bet the farm, if you thought Wild as Her is big, wait for this one. And then we put it out, and it did okay. Like, it did fine. It did fine. It's a fan favorite. Like, there's a lot of people, like, when you talk about people getting lyrics tattooed on them and things that they just, like, live by, mantras, like How You Know You Made It is one of those songs for a lot of our fans. But that one, a song called Once or Twice, also on that same record. And they're just songs that really, they have those moments like I was talking about where it's just like either a dagger to the heart or something that, like a one-liner that really sticks with you, that I thought might be bigger than they are. But I don't know. I write so many of these songs that I honestly at this point don't really have a good barometer for what's gonna work and what won't. I just make what I like, and then, you know, hopefully something works. And
well, it's doing very well for Empty Words, so keep doing it.
Thank you. Yeah, I mean, at this point, you know, you just make sure that the music's right, and then you let everything else sort itself out. Like, you really can't control too much of it, you know. So just making stuff that I love, that I would be excited if I heard it come on the radio. So, but yeah, it seems to be working pretty good right now.
Yeah, well, everyone in Australia seems to be loving it. We're loving it, for sure.
Right on.
So that's exciting. So do you want to do a couple little quick rapid fire rounds?
Sounds good.
Okay, so we're going to we'll do that first. So if you were to be on a reality TV show, which one would you pick?
You give me options? I don't watch reality TV.
So like Survivor, or like a home reno show, or
like The Block? Do you know what
like
The Block
home,
is?
What's The
they
Block?
don't know.
It's like
home reno.
Oh, they don't have that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Probably something, I don't know. Probably something.
Farmer wants a wife.
Shark Tank.
Farmer wants a second wife? That's not going to work. That's not going to work.
I'm spitballing options. That's all.
Okay, fair. I think something probably.
Big Brother, maybe.
Probably really, Big Brother. Oh, you know what? You know what I've been watching?
What have you been watching?
Fear Factor.
Wow. Okay. And what's your biggest fear?
I would probably say, like, the things that on that show that freak me out the most, where I'm like, ooh, I would struggle with this, is like the claustrophobic stuff.
Yeah.
With, like, if I really, but then it's like, you know, you're on a show, so like, you also know they're not just gonna like let you die in there, you know, like they're gonna stop it if it gets too far. So the eating blended up cow guts and stuff, that might, I don't know. That's really out of your control. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they did one the other day. This is terrible. Just so bad. But you had to, like, they were blending up all this nasty stuff. And the rule was, if you threw up, you had to refill it back up and drink it all again. Or they were like, if you throw up and you throw up into your cup
No.
and you drink it, it still counts.
That's
So I'm
so
like,
that's
that,
not for
I
me.
don't,
And
I'm not
that's the show
afraid.
you're choosing to go on.
I mean, you know, I just think it'd be more interesting.
What about?
Maybe like a real estate show would be the safe.
Oh,
bet,
okay,
you know what I
that is a
mean?
safe
Like,
bet.
I like
MasterChef.
Yeah.
definitely. I can't cook.
Or
Maybe
I'm a
nothing,
Celebrity,
dude.
Get Me Out of Here.
What's that?
I'm
Escape games?
Oh no, I'm a Celebrity,
Games.
Get Me Out of Here. You haven't seen that one?
No.
They put all these celebrities in the jungle, and then they've got to like stay in the jungle. It's like Survivor kind of, but for
No.
celebrities.
Is that like strictly Australian?
I think it
game
must
show?
be.
Oh.
Robert Irwin's one of the hosts. Do you know Robert Irwin?
Yeah.
Steve
yeah,
Irwin's
Steve Irwin's
son.
Yeah.
I only know him because my wife was watching
Dancing
the
with the-
Dancing with the Stars.
He's
That's
becoming
awesome.
an
He
icon.
seems. I was gonna say, yeah, he seems like he's doing all right.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like most eligible bachelor of Australia.
Oh,
right
he
now,
really
yeah?
is. Caitlin
Yeah.
Butts, when she was here, big fan.
Yeah. Careful, Caitlin. Chloe will get after you.
You mentioned this morning that you love a little cry in the car to a sad country song.
Yeah.
What's the last song that you cried to in the car? Or like the last one that you can remember that made you cry?
God, what a good question. It's actually rare. Like the last time, well, maybe not last time, but now I have kids. Like, so I'm like things that make me cry that like would have never made. I'm just like, what? Why am I getting so emotional all the time?
Yeah.
You know. But I very rarely cried. You know, like on my wedding day, I didn't cry, but when my dog died, my wife was like, "What's wrong with you? You didn't cry on our wedding day? Cry when your dog dies?" Like, it takes a lot. I think, man, a song that has just moved me to tears. I would say, there's a Lee Bryce song called "I Drive Your Truck."
Oh, that's a great one.
It's such a like the title does not do it justice. "I Drive Your Truck" does not sound like it is a tearjerker, but
It is.
yeah, you know what? Here, I'll change my answer because this is really the last time that I actually like lost it during a song. Vince Gill has a song called "Go Rest High on That Mountain,"
Okay.
and if you have not heard that song, it will like just warning.
Okay,
It
I'm
will
ready
get
for
you.
a cry this afternoon.
It will get you.
Rainy outside.
But I had to
it's
play
perfect.
that at a friend's funeral, and that was probably the hardest thing I've ever done. Was like holding it together while I'm singing this song that's like right on the nose, and it's just Vince Gill's voice is just angelic, and it's like one of my favorite country songs maybe ever. And so you guys got to go check that out. It's so good.
Wow.
It's so good. But
Okay.
yeah, I can't listen to it. It just gets me.
Okay, if you had to choose one for the rest of your life, it's either going to be Vegemite or a shoey.
Vegemite or a shoey?
You have to pick one.
Do I get to drink a beer outside of a shoey, or is you saying this is the only way I can have a beer?
Oh, no, you could drink beer outside
Okay.
of, yeah.
I don't know. Probably a shoey. I'm gonna go with a shoey, I guess. I'm just not. I can't get on the Vegemite train. I have to try it again. It sounds
Yes.
like because if
Okay.
you guys really love it that much,
We do.
I like. It's not because it's Australian. Like you actually like how it tastes.
I would have it most mornings for breakfast.
Really
Yeah.
like over like avocado toast or
Yeah,
something.
I
like
would
that.
prefer to have Vegemite.
Yeah.
Or like, you guys have like jelly.
It actually goes
Jam-
good
we call it
under
jam.
avocado. You put it under the
No,
avocado on
I
toast.
wouldn't
So you
do
eat it-
that.
with
Avocado.
all that.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a whole thing.
Give it another go.
Yeah.
you got like so many options that you could do besides this, right? You got like
Just-
peanut butter and bananas and honey and like, beautifully
Vegemite.
sweet stuff. Like,
Yeah.
okay, whatever.
But you don't really want, sometimes you don't want sweet in the morning, so it's good to have like a salty thing in the morning. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like eat it with eggs? You like cook eggs up and like
Yeah, but I just would prefer Vegemite.
like just a piece of toast.
Yeah, because
That is-
Vegemite.
This is a balanced breakfast in Australia.
What was your first country concert that you ever went to?
George Jones. Like
wow,
which
that's
is like
That's a flex.
looking back, I'm like, yeah, way to go, Dad. You know,
Yeah.
like hell of a first country concert. I remember it was right before I started playing guitar, so I would have been probably 7 years old. And George Jones was playing at the Tulsa Theater, so I'm from Tulsa, Oklahoma area. And so we drove into town, and we got tickets to the show, and he had this. I just remember my dad being like, "Okay, now they call this guy the Possum. The reason they call him the Possum is sometimes he drinks too much and he just doesn't show up to the show. We don't know if he's gonna be here or not." And I'm going, "What? That's crazy. All these people are here to watch this guy, and he might not even show up."
What?
And then there's this rocking chair out in the middle of the stage. You know, like the house music's going, and then it gets quiet, and there's just this rocking chair. And I'm so confused at this point. You know, I'm 7 years old. I've never been to a show in my life. And he walks out, like, he's older at this point. I mean, he's like in his, I don't know, late 70s, had to be, maybe early 80s. I don't. walks out there, grabs this rocking chair, picks it up and smashes it.
What?
And he goes, I don't need no rocking chair. And he goes into this like great classic country song. And I just remember being like, I'm in. This old guy has me hooked. And I loved, like, George Jones is he's one of the best country music voices of all time. But I loved like my dad and I just like had kind of bonded over George Jones music. And there was this one song called the Corvette Song that to this day, it's one of my favorite country songs. But it all came from that first show. And I'm like, as a guy who accidentally became a country artist later in life, like, I'm pretty proud of the first country show. I'm like, thanks, Dad. That was great.
It's a good
Great
claim.
material for the interview. You know?
That is a big flex.
Yeah.
Thank you, Dad. Well, Corey, thank you so much for
Yeah.
coming on Ladies of Country. It was so great chatting with you.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
That's a wrap on this week's episode of Ladies Love Country.
If you laughed, learned something, or just love a bit of chaos, give us a follow, leave us a review.
You'll find us on Instagram and TikTok at Ladies Love Country for extra gossip and behind the scenes cowboy grade nonsense.
Until next time, keep your boots on.
And your playlist loud.
Yeah!